I hope you practiced all the levels from last week and that everybody's feeling really confident and they're flowing really smoothly. If they're not, then just go back to the one that you feel was the best one that you were the best level that you're at, and work on that, and then introduce the next level after that and the next one after that until each of those levels feels habitual. You want to work until it gets to that habitual feeling so that when we add more cognitive load increases in the future, these basics are set and they're fundamental. You've got them integrated completely into your body, and it's not requiring you to use any more mental or physical energy than is necessary for the level. So take a break right now, pause, and practice the ball toss until it becomes habitual. Coordination flow is an external physical representation of what ball toss does mentally, internally. Well, how do you know? fMRI. Functional MRIs of the brain scan increases in blood flow to certain areas of the brain, and researchers believe that that increase in blood flow is an indication that that particular area of the brain is stimulated by whatever activity they're introducing as the person is being scanned. So, following that logic and following that science, I've tried to develop and focus exercises for wellness along that map. And coordination flow is a good indication of that. It allowed me to see that what I was doing physically was also going to have an equal, if not greater, impact mentally, and that it was reciprocal. What we do in our physical bodies has an effect on our mind and our brain. What we do with our brain has an effect on our physical body. Now, this topic is way above my pay grade, but the results have inspired me for this wellness program. A book called Mapping the Mind by Rita Carter is my favorite book on the topic. Now, back to coordination flow. Here's the complete exercise. Now, to begin, I just want you to observe the exercise, watch it, and what do you notice? And here it is, full body. What do you notice? Now pause and recall what you noticed, and now you give it a try. The movement starts with both arms extended overhead, palms facing in. So that's how it starts. Then one side drops, then the other side follows, and it flows from there. The full exercise is a continuous flow, but to start with, we're going to take one side at a time. So the count one, it's basically 3 counts. 1 is one arm dropping down. 2, that arm sweeps across. And 3, the arm extends straight up. Then working the other side, 1, drop down. 2, sweep across. 3, extend up. And here in the full body shot, you can see that the arm crosses the midline as it sweeps down and crosses the body. 1, 2, crossing the midline, and 3, extending straight up. Dropping 1, 2, sweeping across the midline of the body, extending up. 3. Now, the direction that your palm faces is important because that's directly connected to your shoulder rotation. So as your palm rotates out, your shoulder rotates and you push down. That's the word we're going to use on count 1 is push. Count 2, your palm faces your body as your elbow bends and crosses the midline of your body. Sweep describes the movement for count number 2. Sweep. As your arm extends, returning to the starting position, your palm faces in. For count 3, the word will be extend. Practice this movement one side at a time until you're sure that you've got those 3 distinct moves and you've got the words that you can use also to remind yourself of the movement. So it's 1, push, and then 2 is sweep, and then 3 is extend. And you don't just think those words, you actually say them physically out loud. Push, sweep, extend. Now, when you begin to combine both right and left sides in one fluid movement, an image will begin to emerge. Let that image guide your movement. Here are a few to just get you started. Maybe something like pulling taffy, the continuous movement, a paddle wheel, the constant flow of water across the paddle, and then the infinity symbol. Whatever your image is, let the quality of that image guide your movements. Now, when you combine the right and the left, you can see how easy it is to skip over that step 2 or sweep and go push and extend only and not sweep. But that is arguably the most important step in this movement. On count 2, when your arm sweeps across what's called the midline of your body, and that's just like an imaginary line that splits your body vertically in half. Well, when your arm crosses that midline, that just engages your brain in a way that is just not possible to do if you aren't physically actually crossing that line. Now, on page 5 of the journal, spend some time writing specifically about the quality of the movement and what that unseen force that the movement is working against is. How does recognizing that oppositional force change the effort you put into the movement?